the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Welcome to Birmingham 12, the YouTube channel. Play for all your comic book and anime reviews, of course. I just want to kind of come in here and talk a little bit about the whole Brian Michael Bendis leaving Marvel to go to DC pretty much. And along with that, we also kind of found out it was kind of teased on Twitter about who was it? The guy who did the Fantastic Four. He's pretty big, pretty major. What kind of Jonathan Hickman. Jonathan Hickman. I can't believe I couldn't remember his name. Jonathan Hickman is also teasing that he is also possibly going to DC Comics as well. He hasn't wrote a Marvel comic for quite some time now, since Secret Wars and all the Fantastic Four stuff, and his Avengers run and all that, and Marvel. And he is now apparently going to DC as well. That's what it seems to be. Um, and it's really interesting to me because especially with the Brian Michael Bendis thing, because Bendis has been at Marvel for a long, long time, a very, very long time, and he is growing some great stuff in Marvel. He is definitely a writer that I do think I do think he's a good writer at times. But as of late, he has kind of gotten stale. He has kind of, he's wrote for Marvel for so long, and he has all these characters that he created and everything, but it seems like he's been on so many books now, and he's become such a iconic piece of Marvel, and all of his stories have kind of like staled out now. Like a lot of his stories aren't as good as they aren't up to par as what we know for Bendis to be like, and that's kind of sad almost. To know that kind of like this guy who has been an iconic writer for Marvel for so long is kind of like stealing out. And so it was very interesting to me the way it came out that Bendis was going to leave Marvel and go to DC. And I thought that was my first reaction to this was the fact that um, I wasn't sure what to think about it for like the first 2 seconds I thought about it. I was like, Bendis leaving a guy like Bendis leaving Marvel to go to DC. It just seemed like it makes you think about like where Marvel is, and that the idea that Marvel is losing so many writers so quickly. They lost Jonathan Hickman, they lost Rick Remender, they lost the guy who did Inhumanity, who was supposed to he did Inhumanity actually. Fraction left Marvel as well. Jeff Lemire's not at Marvel anymore. There's a lot of people who are not at Marvel anymore. They're all at DC right now. Um, well, some of them are at DC. Some of them just aren't writing period anymore. Some are just writing indie books right now. So it's interesting to see that like all these writers who are like big iconic parts of Marvel comics are now just leaving Marvel and doing other things like going to indie or going to DC or taking these exclusive contracts with DC. And it's kind of funny because like DC is kind of like creating like this monopoly of writers now. Like they're not just taking writers from Marvel. They're literally putting them in exclusive DC contracts. Like you have to write for DC for a certain amount of time, and you can't write for any other company. And that's insane to me almost. And it's insane to me to know that like these writers are like being like contracted like that, and like are putting in these like weird bubbles where they only can write the like for this company for this amount of time, and they're actually willing to do that apparently. It's interesting, and I feel like Bendis is just like one giant nail in that coffin for Marvel Comics right now, because we know that Marvel Comics is not in an amazing spot right now. That can't be denied. No matter who you are, whether you like some of the stuff that Marvel puts out or not, you cannot deny that the state of Marvel right now is not that great. And um they're in a very wiggly spot right now, and a lot of the books they're creating haven't been like up to par as what Marvel can be or has been for a long time, and they're in this slippery slope right now, and We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow going forward the next 10 or 10 to 12 years from now. What Marvel's going to look like. It's weird too because like we all were thinking that Marvel was getting better with this whole legacy thing. Cap 695 was having pretty well received by everyone. But one thing I do want to bring up about it, in that Caps corner thing, I have to have it right here. In that Caps corner ordeal, Mark Waid actually does have that whole. That's where he's talking about Captain America and all of that. And I remember at the end of this book, he does talk about how he grew up on DC Comics, though. I found that to be kind of interesting that he said that in his little passage right here. That he said he grew up on DC Comics. And it's like, is Mark Waid gonna be leaving next? Is Mark Waid ever gonna leave Marvel next now? Because if Mark Waid leaves Marvel, it's really is game over at that point. Because I always kind of felt like Mark Waid to me was the closest thing Marvel had to a Jeff Johns, really. Without actually being Jeff Johns or like knowing everything about Marvel. It seemed like he knew like at least classic Marvel. Anyway, if he didn't know anything else, it wasn't one of the main reasons why I was so hyped for Captain America. I felt like Mark Waid would be able to like write that in a pretty well to do manner. And it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird to kind of see Marvel in this type of state right now, where they are losing so many writers. So I don't know what's going to be happening in Marvel's future after this. I don't know if what's going to happen next is going to be good or bad. It's just it's a weird place to be in for Marvel Comics right now. But I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens going forward. But anyway, pretty much my thoughts on the whole Brian Michael Bendis going to DC thing. In the comments below, we can talk about that, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.